Alright, so here is a homemade air conditioner, kind of. So we got a CPU cooler that's submerged in water that's absorbing the heat in a isolated, insulated cooler. We got a phone charger plugged into a boost converter, bumping up the voltage to the PC fan. And we got another CPU cooler on the top, and in between we have a thermoelectric cooler in between the two CPU coolers. The power consumption of that is about 47 watts. It seemed like it was like around 48 when it started, but it seemed like it dropped a little bit as it ran. From running, we've already consumed 53 watt hours at almost 13 volts. Um, the temperature output is not like significant by any means, but there is a difference. So I'm gonna be using the I can't really get a good reading off the fins with just using the infrared part. So if I turn this on, the ambient temperature of the wall is roughly 63.3 degrees. The bottom here is the wire connection. So I'm heating it up with my hand. You can see the temperature increasing with my hand touching it. So the temperature on the output of the cooler here, it's a little hard to do this all at one time, but you got to be looking at the bottom part. So we got a temperature, and then this thing likes shutting off on me. So dropping. So we're at 59 almost. 58. I don't know why I don't know how to keep this thing turned on all the time. I'm sure there's a button on there somewhere that I just don't realize. So 58.8, 58.6 almost. Let's just say might just have to say 59 degrees. I've had it to 57. I don't know what's the deal. Now it's not going to 57. Damn thing. Hmm. But anyway, so we got 59 degrees on the output temperature through the CPU cooler. On the cold side of the tech, now we'll get a reading on the inside on the water where all the energy is being absorbed into, or the thermal energy. So now this is a temperature reading of the liquid water inside the cooler. So we got a 71, 72, 73, 74, so at most 74 degrees on the inside temperature. And like I said, the outside temperature of our environment is 65 degrees ish. kind of bouncing around a little bit. 66. Let's get a different area where it's reading in a different spot. Alright, 65. So the ambient temperature is roughly 65 degrees, and we have a temperature difference between the outside and the CPU cooler. Not significant, but alright, so now the water temperature is at 80 degrees. Wonder what happened with the jump there. Maybe it got closer to the heatsink. Could be. Let's put it like right here. Alright, let's get another reading in that spot. And obviously, the watering could be the same temperature everywhere inside the box. It's gonna be hottest near the CPU cooler. So, anyway, a max temperature of the inside was 80 degrees. So we got a 30-degree temperature difference from the outside of that CPU fan, and then to the inside of the cooler. And being insulated, it will act as an air conditioner. That's only consuming 47 watts. Very inefficient, but I mean it's working. I mean you can definitely feel the temperature difference coming off of this. It's really not terrible by any means, but not great. And if I power this off, it will start to ice over because I'm not pulling the constant ambient temperature through the fins. So, I mean, it does get below freezing eventually, but it takes like a good couple minutes for it to get to that temperature. And then once you turn on the fan, it'll cool it, it'll warm this up really within like a minute. It's already back to its running temperature. But yeah, it's kind of a simple little air conditioner. Kind of cool. I might do a little bit more of experimenting on this too. I did one with, I did experiment with where I just had ice water in here. I could still do that with the TEC on here. I could put ice water and it'll make the output even colder than just having ice inside the cooler. Because it would be starting off with, ice cold water, and it should, definitely significantly drop the temperature on this. So I might try that next to see what the difference is by having ice water inside of here. You would think it would drop it way below freezing by doing that. But yep, it's kind of a little temporary AC unit that you can have indoors with the trapped heat staying inside an insulated box. So you don't have to have this sitting outside, the hot end sitting outside. It can just, all the heat can be stored inside the cooler, and the cold air will just, go in the house in the outside environment. This battery would probably last a long time running it at 50 watt. I mean, this is a 100 amp hour lithium battery. It's got the ratings of it. It's a good amount of power inside this battery here, so you could easily run this for, well, it could run it for 1280, or wait, no, yeah, 1280 watt hours, so we're at 59 watt hours only. This was at a pretty much max charge, so we barely even touched the battery percentage at all. Like, it's probably still at 99%. So it's kind of cool. It could probably at least cool a bedroom down, maybe. I'll have to try that. But anyway, I'll let you guys go. I'm gonna probably be building some more on this in the future. I know I jump around a lot, sorry guys, but my mind's always thinking and I always jump on different ideas. I'm bad with that. I don't think I have ADHD, but who knows? never been medicated for being ADHD, but I just constantly have ideas all the time, and I'd like to start them at least, and then eventually I'll pick up back on them. Like as you see, I have so many projects. It's not even funny. But yeah, I'll see you later, guys. See you in the next one.